How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffled Relit, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, guys, we're going to be doing a top 5 potentially cool designs for Pokemon Generation 8 for the Pokemon Switch. Now, this is a video that I should point out is only just for fun. It's nothing that's actually confirmed. This is all just fan work, so please keep that in mind as you are watching. None of this is confirmed work or any of that. We don't even have any information about what the next generation of Pokemon will be or what the game for the Switch will be, but I thought we could do these sort of videos just for fun as a way to hype ourselves up against, you know, or rather towards the release of Pokemon Generation 8 and the announcements of when the game, you know, is going to be coming out and what it's going to be like. So keep that in mind as you're watching this video, guys. By the way, let's continue over to the next point. That is, these are all fan works, so please check out all the creators and their links in the description down below. I'll make sure to link them on the top of the description. You guys can go check out all the creators of these awesome fan works. They are bloody fantastic. So please check them out and show them love. They are really skilled and just fantastic people. So please check out all these artists. All their links are going to be down below directly to their works, and make sure to check out their other stuff as well. But either way, let's get started with number 5. So starting off the list is going to be a Fakemon design made by Pepper's Fakemon, known as Bonfire. Now, Bonfire, I actually fell in love with when I saw this. There isn't really a description for this Pokemon, but when I look at it, it's kind of instantly, you're kind of instantly able to see what it's supposed to be based on. So it looks like a torch, and I think that kind of mixes in well with its name, because it kind of sounds like a bonfire, or, you know, that's kind of what it's supposed to sound like, and you can see it from the design. Just looking at the top of its head, you have this giant flame coming out of its head, and if you look at the shape of its head, it looks like it's a torch, or one of those torches you see that they usually carry during, you know, the Olympic Games and stuff like that, if you know what I mean. It looks slightly like that, and in its backhand, it actually is going to be throwing a little fireball. And overall, I love this design because it looks like it's almost made out of paper in a sense, like weirdly made out of paper, and then is like just tossing around flames, which is bloody awesome. Now, I do not know what kind of typing gave to this Pokemon. I think a ghost and fire typing would be pretty cool and actually would work really well on this creature and all this Fakemon. And I think it would be a very cool Pokemon to actually see potentially in the future, something like this. I would love that. I would be a huge fan of it, and that's why I think it would be a cool design to potentially be in a future Pokemon game like something like Generation 8. So let me know what you guys think about this one. I love Bonfire, or Bonfair, sorry, not Bonfire. But I really like it. I think it looks cool, and I do think it's a sick design in general. So let me know what you guys think about it, and let's go to the next one. And next up is an amazing design made by Tinivion, which I just love. This is such a cool design, and I cannot wait to get into it. So it's called Nebula. Now, you can easily see on this design that it looks almost like a, kind of like an ostrich almost, but I think there's a different bird it's mainly based on. But that's kind of the first thing that I like see when I look at this. But apparently it's based on a on emus, or whatever you call them, those little really weird birds that exist in Australia, which I want to mention those in a second again. But either way, so the actual name of the origin name is actually mixed Nebula plus Emu, so that makes sense. Nebula, you know what I mean? It sounds cool. I like it. Now, as for the design itself, the legs are not actually attached by bones, but rather it looks like they're going to be attached by some sort of aura, which is going to be keeping them together, which is really cool, by the way. I like that. That's really sick, and I think it's an interesting concept, especially for a Pokemon that's like a bird, as I can't really think in my mind of ever seeing like a bird-ish type looking Pokemon like this. But this thing is actually a psychic type, so it doesn't actually have a bird typing to it, which I think maybe if you added that on top there, that would be pretty cool. But I think psychic typing works fine, and it fits perfectly with its design. But in general, the design, it reminds you of an emu or one of those birds, or actually I can't remember what they're called, emus, but my point still stands. I think it looks like a properly cool looking bird, and with the aspect of being kind of like an astral type of creature, or a, like, you know, based on like a nebula or whatever, it really fits well. Now, as for emus, actually something funny that I do remember about those birds is that apparently in Australia they waged war against those birds and actually lost, which it just feels beyond me weird, but I don't know, it seems a bit odd, if I'm going to be frankly honest. But either way, that's going to be that design. Let me know what you guys think about it. I love it, and make sure, please check out all these designers. I'm going to make sure to link their stuff down below. Tinivion, please check him out, give him some love, and check out some of his other work, because he has some amazing creations on his on his DeviantArt. So please check it out, guys. Please. Let's go to the next one. Now, next up is a pretty big design, actually, with quite a few evolutions, and that is Dolph Ice. Now, it actually evolves into 2 more things, but let's look at this. So, the reason why I want to have this on the list is because I've wanted a proper dolphin Pokemon for the longest time. It is a Pokemon that I've wanted for the longest time possible. I've always wanted to see a Pokemon that is a dolphin, but like looks properly like a dolphin, and we still have yet to have that. So I really want to mention this design made by Yamosuke, who created Dolph Ice, Finzard, and also the final one being Majorca or Megorca. So it's pretty cool, to be honest. I like this. It has that dolphin design on its first 2 evolutions, and the final one looks more like a I can't remember what the name of those really weird whales was, but my point still is that this is a cool design, and I want to see a dolphin Pokemon. That's why I want to feature this. As for the design itself, I find it funny that you're supposed to use a Moonstone to evolve it, so I assume that it's a water psychic type, so it makes sense. But if you actually look at the design, I freaking love it. The colors match well, the purple fits in well, and of course with the psychic typing, those colors are matching up really nice. But genuinely, I just want to see a dolphin Pokemon. I've always wanted a dolphin Pokemon, and every time I see a design made by someone that features one, I get excited as all hell, and I get so freaked out, and I'm like, oh my god, yes, I want this. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. Do you guys want to see a dolphin Pokemon, in the future, maybe in Generation 8 or something beyond that? Let me know. I really know that I want it, but I want to know your opinions, guys. Either way, let's go to the next one on the list. Now, next up is a design that I'm really liking, and it's called Celestial. Now, if you look at the first evolution here, which is the one called Celestial, this thing is actually really cool. So it's the midnight Pokemon, so to say, and it's Astral and Flying, which I assume Astral is like a custom typing that this created, known as Armoro and Beyond, which you should check out his stuff as well. He has some amazing designs on his DeviantArt. Please check him out. He's got some crazy stuff on there. But either way, my point still stands that this thing is really cool. So it's an owl, and you guys know I have Rowlet as my mascot. I love Rowlet, and I love little like owls and stuff. And having a celestial owl, or like an astral projected owl, or whatever you want to call it, like this thing, it looks amazing. Of course, it does look a bit like Nebula and stuff, but beyond that, it's still a cool design, and I think it would be really sick to see it. And when you look at its evolution, Universe Owl, it actually looks even cooler, where it has these eyes that are shining, and also the stars on its body all shine, which is so freaking sick, man. I love that aspect of it, and I love that the eyes actually change from like yellow to these glowing light blue ones, and it just looks awesome. Now, as for genuinely, when you look at these designs, it's really sick just seeing how they created this. And apparently, if you want to evolve it into the other one, you would have to use Dazzling Dust or trade it with Dazzling Dust, which fair enough. But as for these Pokemon, I think they'd be really nice to actually have, as the whole astral projection thing about them, or just looking like they're like these cosmic Pokemon, is what I think is really sick. And having an owl like that, I would not mind, because I wouldn't mind, having an owl Pokemon that isn't just cute but also badass, which this thing is. So yeah, guys. Either way, let me know. By the way, you guys, in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this? And let's go to the next one on the list. Okie dokie, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the final one on the list for today, and it's going to be a design made by Metanic, who created a Pokemon, or a Fakemon rather, called Wooling. Now, Wooling is a sick Pokemon. I freaking love this thing. So, to begin with, it is essentially a design that, when you look at it, you'll know what it is. It's a voodoo doll, and even in its name, you have Wooling, which makes sense, Wooling, voodoo or whatever, but it's so cool, dude. This guy made a awesome design. So again, make sure to check out all these guys, and also check out Metanic and his stuff. Make sure to just go to the description. But either way, looking at this design, you can easily see that it's a voodoo doll, but what's really cool about this design, which I love, is that you have these like, whatchamacallit, like, I guess needles. You have these needles that are piercing through the actual doll, and you have 2 of them, and one is piercing through its right eye, and the other one's piercing through its heart, and that's just so sad. Like, it loses an eye, and it actually shows in a design that on that area where the eye is gone now, you actually, or like what area where the eye would be, is no longer actually colored the same way as the other parts of the body, but rather it's missing. And also when you look at the heart, you got a tiny little heart like created there, but it's just being pierced, man. It's really sad when you look at it. Honestly, it's kind of depressing, but it's really adorable. And I'm just thinking, like, this thing would be really cool, having it as, a ghost type, and, having it do mischievous stuff, or maybe being sad, and maybe, having a backstory to it, where, it's a sad Pokemon that lost its trainer, or rather, it was a doll, and it was pierced, and it was magically transformed into a Pokemon afterwards. I don't know, you have weird ways you can, come up with stories for different Pokemon, but I think Wooling is a really cool Pokemon, and I would love to see what this thing would be like if it actually existed in a Pokemon game in the future, and what kind of moves it'd have. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of this video, though, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It's going to be the end of this little top 5 video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to drop a like down below and show some love. That'd be really appreciated, guys. And also make sure, please do me the favor and check out all these designers. All their links are going to be in the description down below. Check out all their stuff, all their work. Please show them love, because if they didn't exist, I wouldn't be able to make these sort of videos. So please show them love, show them appreciation, and thank you all for watching. My name is Raffle Rallet. I'll see you all the next time. Have a great day, guys, and bye-bye for today.